we stand in the face of a new age. The future is one world, one thought, one mind. Behold.
Jericho, a small town in Kansas that witnessed a series of nuclear attacks that destroyed 23 American cities in a single day. The attacks crippled and fractured the U.S. government and left our town cut off from the world.
Please help us.
If this country is at war, we need to know it.
But even in the worst of times, it's possible to find the best in ourselves and in others.
This is true spirituality.
Beginning in October, the Army plans to station an active unit inside the United States for the first time.
All things and events are spacelessly, timelessly, intrinsically one and undivided.
We're under martial law as declared by the Speaker last night. I think it's ironic. House Republicans have not been needed for a single thing in this House to assure passage for the last 22 months.
Now, as we're about to be overwhelmed by a hostile neighboring town, a new government appears, based out of Cheyenne, Wyoming. The government with a new face, flying a new flag.
Death has two aspects, the extinction which we fear and the flowing away into the universe which we desire. And it is through metaphorical death, the death of the ego or lesser self, that one returns to Eden, to cosmic consciousness. In 1999's Dogma, Linda Fiorentino plays the Merovingian princess who martyrs herself to save the god with amnesia. Again, we see the what if God was one of us scenario as the creator masquerades as human within its own creation. The last Zion, as Linda's character is dubbed, is then resurrected and given immaculate conception by the appreciative cosmic deity. Zion is a term that most designates the land of Israel and its capital, Jerusalem, but later became a metonym for Solomon's temple and has been metaphorically used as the name for the last human city in the Matrix trilogy. The very word Zion containing the word Oz, implicating the Emerald City and the Lion. And as Jake and I will show, therein lies a key relationship to Babylon and New York City as well. In the film Babylon AD, Vin Diesel escorts a genetically altered teenage girl named Aurora into New York City, where she is to give a virginal birth to twins in order to validate a Luciferian religion known as the No Elites. Their headquarters, of course, being a four-sectioned black pyramid-shaped pillar, curiously positioned near or on Ground Zero, with Masonic arches interlaced in its infrastructure. Frank Langella plays the Morning Star resonating Boris Balkan in The Ninth Gate.
Born human, born free, right here in the real world. Jimmy, the child of Zion. Son, if the war was over tomorrow, Zion's where the party would be. It's a city.
Langella has also played the role of Noah Baines in the film Junior, where the Golden Boy in Christ resonator Arnold Schwarzenegger becomes the first man in history to give birth to a child. Langella was also supposed to have done the voice for the Red Dragon in the Hannibal Lecter series, upwelling connections to Galactic Center and onward. All of the twin symbolism we're seeing in pop culture is a semi-conscious micro-representation of the twin guardians of Galactic Center.
I'm pregnant. Twins.
With Scorpio and Sagittarius on one end of the spectrum catalyzed by a future 2012 ritual, and Gemini on the opposite end catalyzed by the 9/11 mega ritual.
Trust. Invest in our new faith.
Schwarzenegger plays Jericho Kane in the film The End of Days, and interestingly enough, in the TV show Jericho, it simulates what would occur if corporation-run war was successfully heralded by remnants of the Nazi Party existing within the United States government. People like the Bush family, of whom Governor Arnold has backed in his real-life political career. Here's a quick shot of Jeff Bridges in the film The Fisher King, where he's sandwiched between two Chinese zodiac dragons and a motif of Galactic Center. Bridges stars in Iron Man as well, where Robert Downey Jr. again mingles war with the entertainment business, as he showcases his devastating Jericho missile. Jericho is also tied to the Hellraiser Cube, or Ark, as Clive Barker, its creator, recently released an Xbox game of the same title.
Connect to the Cisco, have it reconfigure the shell metals, use the gold titanium alloy from the Seraphim tactical satellite.
For your consideration, the Jericho.
Oh, come on. The arc reactor, that's a publicity stunt. Tony. Come on, we built that thing to shut the hippies up.
It works.
Sarah Michelle Gellar plays Krista Now, aka Double K, Krista Kapowski in Southland Tales, next to our second Jericho Kane or Dwayne Johnson. The two Ks of Gellar's character entrains the star with galactic and spiritual alignment or cosmic consciousness.
In the Star Wars franchise, Anakin Skywalker, which is a loose transition to the true walkers of the skies, the Anunnaki, fathers the twins Luke and Leia. Their birth symbolizes an eventual balancing of the Force or cosmos, an element that we see used in reverse by the Luciferian message in Babylon AD. Lambert Wilson plays the Merovingian in the Matrix series, a representative of the royal bloodlines which all have access to vital information concerning the orientation of the holographic universe, due to their supposed alien ancestry. Wilson also happens to be the father of Aurora in Babylon AD. He genetically modified her to give a virgin birth and gave her superhuman-like abilities of telepathy and foresight, a representation of the modern-day star or crystal indigo child.
Blogger A Ferris Moon notes that O and Z for Oz, one letter on in the alphabet, become NY or New York, synchromistically unveiling a relationship between the two concepts.
In the film War Incorporated, John Cusack chaperones an area of corporate-run war called the Emerald City, set in a not-too-distant future where politics are put aside, and governments quit trying to hide their true agendas during wartime as being anything other than profit harvesting, advertising, and entertainment. He also stars in the horror film 1408, tying him to the ominous number 13 and thus the 13 Merovingian bloodlines represented on the American flag.
In alignment with the Sphinx on the Giza Plateau, we view a KFC Pizza Hut, a symbol of corporate culture encroaching on the divine, yet also signifying the apotheosis of pop.
It is said, the comet always precedes them. These world enders.
Michelle Yeoh plays Aurora's guardian in Babylon AD. She also guards the passageway to Shangri-La or Hollow Earth in the latest Mummy film. Brendan Fraser, of course, traverses to the world within a world himself in Journey to the Center of the Earth. Complete with an interior ocean and miniature sun, the central light rays pouring from the sacred circle dot mandala gives enlightenment within so that the exterior may blossom.
Brendan Fraser journeys to Shangri-La and the center of the Earth, Earth being an anagram for heart. Both these mystical fantasy worlds represent cosmic consciousness accessed through spiritual and galactic alignment.
Eternal brood the shadows on this ground, dreaming of centuries that have gone before. Great elms rise solemnly by slab and mound, arced high above a hidden world of yore. Round all the scene a light of memory plays, and dead leaves whisper of departed days, longing for sights and sounds that are no more, but may become again.
Vin Diesel resonating the 2012 Olympics as Triple X also symbolizes the ending Iron Age when doing the voice for the Iron Giant.
The people pray for strength and guidance. They should pray for the mercy of a swift death. For I have seen what the darkness hides.
The Iron Man, or Iron Age of humanity, is the currently ending age, transforming through galactic and spiritual alignment into the Golden Age.
Jeff Bridges sits with his Pinocchio puppet at sunset under the sign of the Rider of the Golden Dawn, before he embarks on his quest for the Holy Grail in The Fisher King. He is the antagonist who mocks using Robert Downey Jr.'s Arc device in Iron Man, but ultimately he wishes to use the Tesla-like technology to make the most sadistic weapon of mass destruction ever created. Imagine if the amount of energy and resources that are pulled together in the name of destruction and greed were rerouted to improving the health of our planet, and improving the quality of life for all the sentient beings on its surface, and you will catch a small glimpse of one of our possible futures, the yellow brick road which leads to a utopia.
Our synchromystic Starman, but also an Iron Man, dances atop the checkerboard with the voice of the supercomputer Arya, the all-seeing Eagle Eye or Julian Moore.
Fascist